Good evening. My name is Dave Gingrich, and I teach your son or daughter Algebra 1A. It's an introductory course in our algebra program. From here, kids that go from Algebra 1A, they go into 1B, and after they take Algebra 1B, then they take the Keystone exam. So it's an introductory course into algebra. I've been here. This is my 30th year at Cocalico. I teach Algebra 1A, this course. I also teach Algebra 1. I teach pre-calculus, and I also teach honors pre-calc. So I'm glad that you're all here this evening virtually. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go from here, and I'm going to bring up our Schoology site and go through some things with you there. So thanks again. Nice meeting you. All right, good evening. Just wanted to go through, talk a little bit about the Schoology and how it plays into your son or daughter's success, how they navigate through the course when they're not in front of me. So if you just kind of follow along and take a look, I'm just going to share some things with you with Schoology. So this is the way our course looks. And if you take notice to a few things, and I've already gone through this with your son or daughter, but they need to do their attendance first every day. And I say this, the first week, gave them grace period, second week, a little less. But by the time we get into the fourth week or so, they need to be doing this every day. And if they're not doing this, then that tells me they're not, in the course when they're supposed to be there. So this is a way that it's quick. It's their last name, their first name, and a pull-down menu. It should take less than 20 seconds to do. After they do their attendance, then they need to go to the weekly. So I'll just go to something that I thought would be pretty neat. We're in the week of the 14th of September, and I have daily plans. So if we go into, let's say, this date right here, this is what a folder would look like. So the folder would look something like this, and pretty much it gives you a plan on what we're doing. So sign in, yes. I give them 10 minutes to sign in. I think that's plenty of time to have them sign in. We do a required Google Meet at the start of every class, and the code is the same. They know how to get on. And a point of frustration that I have is not every kid is on. So, I'm going to have to look at some ways of making sure that they are on. And what I do in the initial Google Meet is I ask if there are any questions from the lesson prior, if they have any questions with any of their work that they're doing, and kind of talk a little bit about the day. It's not a long meeting, but I do want to see their faces, and if they have questions, I answer them. And then I cut them loose if they're at home. And then they pretty much got to follow the plan. So the plan talks about this is what we do. So this is all the information on a lesson from, let's say, yesterday. There's homework on there. And then I always try to, I have a Google Meet. I open up my computer, let it on. Kids can come and go, not normally the last 20 minutes. I would just say, midway through the class, 2/3 of the way through the class, I open it up for like 20 minutes. And, I take and I answer questions, et cetera, et cetera. So let's take a look at one of these folders and see what it looks like. I think it's pretty self-explanatory in terms of this is what they have to do every day with attendance. This is a weekly plan. The course information, there, right here is the syllabus. If you want to take a look at that, I think that would be nice to take a look at. I did not go through that with you. I think you have the ability to go through that. And then I just did a little introductory video of myself and also the course for the kids. So that's something I did the first day. But outside of that, I do this. Kids should do this every day. Go to the weekly, go to the particular day, and then go to wherever we're at. So, currently we're here. And if we look at a particular, let's say 2.4. This is a plan of what they have to do. So that's a paper copy of they either have that at home with them. I hand out all the chapter papers in the beginning of the chapter, so everything in chapter 2 should be in their possession by now. Now, initially they might have a day or two. If I hand it out on a Tuesday and they're virtual Tuesday and virtual Wednesday, they might get it Thursday, but they have every document from the chapter. There's a warm-up that they must submit. If they're not submitting it, then I know they're really not working in the course as well as they could. And then I also have the notes, and I have a video. And I'll just share this video with you pretty quickly. So this video is basically of me going through the lesson for the day. So that's what a particular lesson would look like. And it would be me or Mr. Garrett or Mrs. Butts. We all teach this same course, 103A, teaching a video lesson. So does it take the place of us teaching in person? Most definitely it does not. But I think you kind of get an idea of how the course looks, and there's enough information in there. There's another check for understanding. There's answers to these questions right here, but they must kind of go through this and do these one step at a time. But that's kind of how we're working the course. We're all in a situation that we've never been in, but I think through communication and hard work, we'll work this out together, and we can accomplish great things in this class. So thanks for coming out tonight, and have a great evening.